Yo, what's good people? Welcome to episode 2 of Raven 101. I just want to give you 5 tips for beginner players. So if you're advanced, this video might apply to you if you didn't know these tips. If you're a beginner, this video is definitely for you because I'm going to give you some really useful tips. Now, the tip number 1 is, I always tell Raven players this and they don't want to listen to me because it's too fun, but try your best not to party as much. So like, you know, with cartwheels, back turn 3+4, QCF4, like all these tools, because remember they actually nerfed Raven's invincibility frames with the teleport, so this move is not as free anymore. Yeah, I would kind of recommend to tone down the party in a little bit. You can still, you know, do whatever you want, but it's just like, yeah, his party tools up forward 4, they've kind of all been nerfed in this game. I feel like they really want you to play neutral, take advantage of back turn a little bit more. They've added soul zone now. So if anything, if you're gonna party with soul zone. You know? This is what partying with soul zone looks like. So yeah, if anything, I would say party with soul zone because it's actually legitimately good. So yeah, that's number 1. Stop the partying. If you are gonna party with stuff, I would recommend to use Soul Zone to do it because it allows you to party. He has Soul Zone 2, Soul Zone 4, which are probably his like most party tools. Then you have Soul Zone 1 forward to crouch dash, then you can start cancelling it. So yeah, I would suggest if you're gonna party still, if you're not gonna listen to me, at least use Soul Zone to party. But yeah, tone down the partying just a little bit. That's number 1. Number 2, getting out of back turn quickly. Back 3+4. Back 3+4, as you can see on the command history, is manual back turn cancel. So like if you do a down back 2 and you're stuck in it and you're doing all this, trying to get out of it, incorrect. Use this because it's the safest way. He's gonna be able to hit me. I'm holding down back and he's hitting me. How do I get around that? Well, that's how you get around it. Back 3+4. Now, it's the same with like all of his back turn mids. Not gonna be able to check me. There are other things you can do like parries and stuff, but for a beginner I would say try and use back 3+4 when you're in back turn as much as possible. If you're in back turn from like a down back 2 or a back 2-2, cancel it with back 3+4 because it's the safest way to get out of it. And I think often you'll find yourselves like doing 4-1 and then being stuck in back turn, like, oh, what do I do? Oh, I'm gonna mash back turn power crush, which yeah, it might work, but the higher level you become, the less it's gonna work, if that makes sense. So definitely, you know, back 3+4 as a manual back turn cancel is just the best. So that's what I would say about that move. That's number 2. Number 3, I want to give you 3 mid moves to use in neutral and 3 lows to use in neutral. The first one is down forward 1 because I'm going to show you why. It's pretty much unsidesteppable in this game. Now, I don't know if that was intended, but that's the state of the move right now. So it's very difficult to sidestep left or right. So I'm going to select sidestep left after a jab. It's going to get hit. Then I'm going to select sidestep right after a jab. It's going to get hit. What about sidewalk? It's going to get hit. Sidewalk right. It's going to get hit. What about Lily? Because I know people are going to be like, oh, this is Victor. Okay, I'm going to switch to Lily and show you. So she's sidewalking left and she can't step it. So Lily also can't step it in a real match situation. The only situation she can step it is if I'm point blank and I do a move. She can just about step it. Only Lily, by the way. So any other character actually can't step this point blank either. It's only Lily that can do that. Now, if I'm like a little bit further away, it's going to track her. See what I mean? So even Lily can't reliably step this move. This move is weak to the left in previous games. You absolutely cannot step this to the right. So I'm going to sidestep right after a jab. She's going to get fully tracked. Sidewalk right. So you're going to get fully tracked. So yeah, that's down forward 1. Down back 2 is the easiest way to get into back turn. So it's a very good move. Now you have, if you find people mashing, you have down back 2-1. To stop mashing, you can't even down jab in between it. So it's a good move to stop retaliation. So that's down back 2-1 and down back 2. Forward 2-3. His longest range mid. Poke. Safe. And also goes into soul zone. So you can end combos with this. I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Minus 12. Crazy. So if she side rolls, that's going to hit Lily. She's going to get hit. So again, this move is really good for Oki. This is just an easy combo. This isn't max damage, but you can still use this move on Oki. And now look, she has to guess after Soul Zone 4. But you're in crouch now after Soul Zone 4. So look, he's in full crouch, so you can gain access to, you know, the crouch dash and mix. So yeah, those are the 3 mids. 3 lows. Okay, let's talk about lows. Down 4, because look at the range. Crazy range. You can also extend the range with crouch dash as well. That's one thing to keep in mind. You can extend the range of moves with crouch dash. So you just press QCF and then the input. So like QCF down back 2 would look like that. Give it a bit more range. So that's down 4. Now, I think his best full crouch low is now actually this low. This is about max range. You see how far away he is. It's just an insane low, and also on counter hit. This is what happens. And this is guaranteed for about, I don't know, let's check. I'm gonna give you wrong information. So display attack info. 39 damage, so almost 40 damage for getting counter hit with the low. That's safe on block, by the way. Look at this. It's safe. She can't actually do while standing 4. So if you do parry after this, it's safe. Now, good players will recognize if you parry them once, okay, it's safe. I can't punish it. So this means that this low is pretty much completely safe. Although try to launch it. So at that point, you can just down back. So like if Lily tries to, I don't know, do like while standing 2, for example. So if she tries to launch it, I can stay relatively safe by turning back around and punish her for it. So yeah, full crouch down for 3 is really good. Let's have punish off. Now, I'm going to give you 4 lows actually. Down 3 is a good poke low, minus 11. Nothing more to say, it's just a good poke low. And it's pretty difficult to step in some situations. So like after down forward 1 on hit, down 3 is hard to step. Now his last low I want to talk about is full crouch sweep because of the Oki Zemi you get from it as well. So it goes into Soul Zone automatically. Now if she side rolls, Soul Zone 4 is guaranteed, obviously into full crouch. So you can do, you can loop it, you can go into back turn. So you can get this kind of mix going just from a hell sweep. It's actually ridiculous. So yeah, that's full crouch sweep. If they get up and want to block the low, because you can actually get up and block the low. If they get up and block the low, so I'm gonna just hold back. Let's see what she does if she holds back. Exactly. So I'm gonna set her to crouch block after it. So yeah, crouch block. So look, I'm gonna do Soul Zone 4. She's gonna block it. It's gonna be launch on block. Now Soul Zone 2. She's gonna get hit. Heat engage. So you can start going for, you know, your back ones. Now this is gonna be safe in heat. So this is gonna be safe in heat. So you can get a real creative mix going just from full crouch sweep. So yeah, I would say those 4 lows are down 4, full crouch down 3, down 4 3, down 3, and full crouch sweep, which is down forward 3 plus 4 in full crouch. So full crouch down 4 3 plus 4. Those are his 4 best lows in my opinion. And the mids would be down forward 1, down back 2, and also forward 2 3. Now if you wanted to make it 4 for 4, I would give 3 3 a try as well. This is good. Jails, so you can't duck it if she can't duck if she blocks the first hit. So look, so she's set to block all and then crouch block, but she can't actually duck the second hit. She can duck the third hit, which you can cancel, by the way, by pressing back. So 3 3 4 back, cancelled. So yeah, those are 4 mids and 4 lows. That's the third tip. The fourth tip I would give you is an easy combo filler. So like, because I see a lot of Ravens dropping combos. So like, let's say they do while standing 1, and then they, you know, they do a forward 3. Down back 2-1 souls on 3-2 is literally the easiest combo route that Raven has, because it pretty much never drops. Like, even in lag, like, you'll never drop this combo. So, you know, so Raven's max damage is something like this. You do forward 4 jab, forward 3 jab, forward 3, and that can be tricky online. So sometimes I even just do this, down back 2-1 souls on 3-2. Can never drop that combo. So that's tip number 4. It pretty much never drops. It's really good. Same with this one. It just never drops. So yeah, down back 2-1 souls on 3-2 filler. So I'm gonna break it down. Down back 2-1, 3+4 is how to get into soul zone from that. So once you press 3+4, you press 3-2. So put it together. Down back 2-1 souls on 3-2. That's the sequence that you were doing combos, and it's very, very consistent. So that's tip number 4. Tip number 5 is just a general tip, and my advice would be not to be overwhelmed by Raven's move list, because he does have a lot of fluff in his move list. Like, let's look at his move list. He has, like, I think he has 130 moves, if I remember correctly, 124. So, you know, there's a lot of stuff that you might feel like you need to remember or just always use. But honestly, those moves that I gave you, those mids, those lows, that combo filler, one thing I will say is try to use his throws a bit more. So down forward 1+4 is a 1 break. It's a command throw, which breaks the floor as well. And an up forward 1+2 is Undertaker grab, which does 40 damage. So, and you can do these from full crouch and wave dash. Same way. So I did 2 versions of wave dash there. You can do the same. You can do them from wave dash and crouch. So this is really, really useful. So yeah, I would say, you know, try and use his throws a bit more, but don't be intimidated by his really big move list, because a lot of them you don't actually need to use. Just using those 4 mids, 4 lows I gave you will be enough, honestly. Raven is complex, but I think he's only as complex as you want him to be. And I feel like people try to make him too complex. Oh, I forgot. While standing 2. While standing 2 is really good in neutral. So this is another mid you want to try and use. Even if it's just ducking and doing it. Like, even if it's not from crouch dash. If you want to duck and do it, that's absolutely fine. Sometimes you can just duck and do while standing 2. So yeah, this is the 5th mid, I guess. I'm not going to give you 5 lows, but the 5th mid would be while standing 2. Because also, it's a counter hit launch. And it's safe. So yeah, this move is very good. So yeah, those are 5 tips that I would give for Raven beginner players. You know, try not to get overwhelmed with Raven's move list. I know he has a lot of moves, but realistically, you only need to use about 30 of them. I would say about 30 to get you started. Even those moves, I gave you 9 moves to get you started. A combo filler, some throws to get you started, and that's all you really need to get started with the character, really. I mean, you know, you will get more proficient with Raven, you will get more comfortable with like his back turn stance the more you use it. You're not, I think the thing is to say is you're not going to be comfortable with, you know, his soul on stance straight away. You're not going to be comfortable with his wave dash movement. You know, like, this is years of practice, so you can't expect to be this good with Raven in 2 weeks. You know what I mean? But he is a fun character, and there's a lot of resources, and I'll be doing a lot more videos like this in the future, like advanced stuff, Raven 101 series, continuations, commentary on my matches and stuff. So definitely stay tuned for more tutorial and guide based videos. Like, I have ranked, so you can go check that out if you want to see how I play Raven specifically. But yeah, Raven is really, really fun, and I hope that you continue the Raven journey. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.